I'm having all kinds of recording issues today. Hi, everybody. As you can see, it's a little bit past 6 in the morning right now, and I just got done recording episode 3 of Assassin's Creed 3. And you might be wondering, why am I adding a preamble onto this episode? The reason for that is because I fucked up and I didn't record game audio. So there are several jokes that I make in this episode. There are a few where I'm referencing something that the character said that you're not going to get to hear because I didn't record the audio. Anyway, this will not happen again in the future. I'm going to double and triple check every single recording from here on out because I had everything working fine, and OBS just decided, no, I'm going to make you look like a fucking moron today. So, with that being said, I apologize. This episode is going to be of considerably lower quality because all you're going to be able to hear is my stupid ass. But I hope you can forgive me. I hope you can find some way to enjoy this video. I ramble a decent bit about military history in this episode, so, you know, maybe you can find some enjoyment in that. But I apologize, is all I'm going to say. My audio's fine. I sound a little congested because my sinuses, but like, just try to enjoy the video as much as you can. Anyway, I'm gonna leave you to my fuck up. So I hope you enjoy. Not at the boat. Hello once again, everybody. For those of you who have come back, thank you. I do appreciate it. Those of you who are new, which is, you know, probably everybody, welcome. But today we're going to be continuing with Assassin's Creed 3. In the last episode, I believe we met Mama Connor, I believe was the last episode. We rizzed her with the tism, because, I mean, any guy who chases you through a snowfield just to learn your name. I don't want to be mean, but like, there's something very clear. Did not mean to do that. There's something very clearly not right with that guy. Anyway, so now we are going to go. If I remember correctly, there are a few missions left of the. I don't actually remember how long Haytham's portion of the game is. I know it's the smallest portion of the game, but I don't remember how long it is. It's been years since I played Assassin's Creed 3. But anyway. Actually, what's the call horse button? It'd probably be better if I did that. What is the call horse button? Ugh. Excuse me. I apologize if I yawn into the mic because it's about 5 o'clock in the morning and I am tired. But I fell asleep for a little bit. I woke up. I'm probably going to be awake for another couple hours. So I figured, why not? Let's play some Assassin's Creed 3. I love Assassin's Creed 3. Keep me entertained. But I forgot my horse, so Haytham's gonna get to run like a dipshit and freeze to death in the winter cold because, like I said last time, this stupid motherfucker isn't wearing gloves. He's also not wearing winter clothes, like, at all. But you know Ubisoft. They're not that detailed. We got a big old group of reddies over here. Big old group of lobsterbacks. Once again, man, 18th century's got some of the best insults I've ever personally heard. Like lobcock, cock robin, lobsterback. It's like, man, they were creative with their insults back then. But yeah, we're gonna have to run across the frozen fucking frontier, because Haytham's horny, and we now have to deal with that problem. So, yeah. I don't know. Is this considered romantic? We're working to kill a guy for her. So, I guess it depends, ladies, on how you feel about murder? Who am I kidding? No woman is ever going to watch this. Oh, there she is. She didn't, I didn't see her for a second. My eyes didn't render. Execution is everything. I think we are killing somebody this mission, but I don't remember who. Is this where we meet Washington? I know in one of the Hatham missions we meet Washington, like George Washington, but I don't remember. And then we're completely fine. Damn. Yeah, you gotta think, back in these days, rations, as, we know them in a modern context, don't exist. Most of the food that soldiers are eating is, dried stuff, right? Like, on the march, anyway. You get to, you have things like hardtack, which is basically ship's biscuit, but in a land-based context, at least in a Civil War context, it's called... Please don't. It's called hardtack. And if you've ever wondered the difference, like I have, the difference between hardtack and ship's biscuit is that one of them is round and the other one is square. Because one of them is meant to fit in barrels. I've got that reversed. Ship's biscuit is... I was right! That is George Washington! I was right. Ah. Son of a... Can I stabbed George Washington? Oh, I just changed the course of history. Oh, wait, right. I forgot. Assassins can use their fisties. I'm gonna fist him to the wrist. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, right. So I got that wrong. I just remembered just now. Ship's biscuit is circular. Hardtack is square because during the Civil War, they loaded the hardtack into boxes instead of barrels. And barrels make more sense on a ship because you can kind of store them against the physical hull of the boat, and it's more of a curved shape. With crates that you're loading onto wagons, it's a better idea generally for them to be a square shape to fit in like a square wagon. But there is a difference, and it's the shape and what it's stored in. And nothing else. I'm not kidding. They are literally the exact same thing. They're just called two different things depending on what shape they are, which is very technical, and I like that. Oh, God. The mother... God damn it. Did I at least get the checkpoint? I hope I did. If I didn't, I'm going to say very mean things. Gonna say very mean things about George Washington if God. Oh, okay. So It saved my position, but it didn't save my my progress. Okay, thank you, Ubisoft. That's fucking fantastic. Well, at least this gives me a chance to kill everybody up here who could see me. Is he gonna hear that? Is he gonna hear that? Actually, if I get close enough up here, all I gotta do is... come on, dude. Don't want to kill you. How do you not hear that? Oh, that's how you get the, That's how you get the horse whistle, right. Yeah, I forgot about that. Forgot that that is a thing. I figured it was. I really don't want to have to kill you. I would like to get full synchronization. If I walk out where he can see me. Oh, god damn it, I walked too close. And now I think if I stay up here... I think if I stay up here, I can just finish this eavesdrop from up here. I was going to ask how Hatham can hear them from that distance, but I've heard some conversations from pretty fucking far away. There we go. And yeah, now we cannot kill Georgie Porgy because it would cause a time paradox. No, I want to. I'm gonna just try and get up to this guy. He's probably gonna see me. Okay, yes, he did. Greatest fucking eyesight in the world, by the way. I went behind 2 tents and he still could see me. Okay. And now we... I got too impatient. I should have just whistled. I know this, but, yeah. And, of course, it doesn't save my progress, because why would it? It's, you know, it's not as fun when we can't just torture our fucking players. Yay. This is fucking bullshit. I do love the sound that the guards make whenever you choke them out. I don't know why. It's just I don't think they've ever changed it. I don't know if you can actually knock people out in Valhalla. Valhalla is the latest game that I've played. I've not played I own Mirage now. I have not played Mirage. I have not played Shadows. I've played up to Valhalla, excluding Rogue. I have never played Rogue. So Rogue's going to be one of the few of these games that I've never played. If I fuck this up 3 times, I'm gonna be mad. I was gonna say, like, I was gonna be frustrated. No, I'm gonna be pissed. Fun fact, actually, about Washington is for the majority of his military career, he was kind of considered to be sort of an average commander. From what I remember of learning about Washington, anyway, throughout most of his military career with the British Army, anyway, he was considered to be a fairly average commander. You know, not great, not terrible either. He really starts to sort of earn his laurels, you could call it, with the revolution, because it's sort of a situation where, you know, you kind of have to give it to him. He did defeat a numerically superior enemy, a more well-trained enemy, a more battle-hardened enemy, with what essentially equates to a bunch of dipshits, which is, you know, to say, you know, not saying anything bad about the men who literally fought to make the country that is the United States. I mean, like, all respect to them. That would have been a hard ask, but they were not the best. Washington did not have the best going into the revolution. He was, I don't even believe he was made overall commander of the armies until, I think, the last year of the revolution, if I remember correctly. But anyway, it's not that he was a bad commander, it's just he wasn't, like, exceptionally good either. Like, he was, you know, he was serviceable, which is certainly not the worst moniker you could have as a commanding officer in the time of the revolution, you know, the 1700s. A lot of officers back then were officers because either they were some dude's son or they paid to be officers. If you've ever wondered what the difference is between a commissioned officer and a non-commissioned officer, back in the day, back in my day, but back in the day, the difference between a commissioned officer and a non-commissioned officer was that a commissioned officer you could reasonably expect to become as a regular, you know, soldier. So, you know, you join the army, and you've got to, if you're, you know, good at your job and, you know, you don't fuck up, you've got a pretty decent shot at becoming something like a sergeant. But if you want to be like a lieutenant or a colonel or something like that, or a captain, you would, I don't believe every single time, have to pay to become one of those ranks, but it's most of them you would have to pay what is called a commission to become an officer, which pretty much you give them money and they give you the rank. And I believe they did this in the American Army as well for the longest time. It's not really until you get to, say, I believe World War I is when this starts to change, because that's sort of the modernization of the military. But for the longest time, the highest ranks of officers were not the people who deserved it. It was, for the most part, rich dudes and people of, you know, high renown. It's like, oh, you have Arthur Wellesley, the Duke of Wellington, the man who defeated Napoleon. He was the Duke of Wellington. He paid to be, or he was chosen to lead because, oh, I mean, he was of noble blood. And then you have, you know, all the people who paid to be, you know, officers. These were people like, you know, rich men's sons, bankers' sons, things like that. People with money. Am I already almost done with the Hatham stuff? I think I am, actually. I think this next mission will be the end of the Hatham stuff, which means we might get to see Connor in this episode. I'm not sure. But it's kind of fascinating to me to look at military history and sort of see where a lot of the sort of stereotypes in the military come from. Like, a lot of people in the military do not like higher officers like lieutenants because, you know, they see them as basically corrupt and incompetent. That stretches back to, you know, the colonial period and the Napoleonic period where, yeah, a lot of the time those guys were incompetent because they didn't earn their rank, they paid for it. A lot of them even did not go to Horse Can't Cross the River. Thank you, Goobersoft. Is there a bridge? No, but there's a bank over there. But, like, you have, you know, a lot of these people, you know, they didn't earn their... Some of them did. I will say there were exceptions. Some, like, lieutenants and captains did earn their rank. But most of them... In fact, I know for a fact during the U.S. Civil War, one of the ways that they would get people to join the army is they would have a local sort of celebrity, I guess, if you want to call it that, local celebrity, local politician, what have you, somebody of, you know, great importance to a local area. They would have that guy sign up for the military as like a colonel or sometimes even a general. This was generals that they did this with, the people who were leading the entire army. They would have them sign up and, you know, pay or like buy their commission, and they would have lower enlisted or lower ranked men come from that town to fight with that person. If you've ever heard of of a man named Dan Sickles, this is what happened with him. He became an officer in the Union Army, and he brought a bunch of guys from his local area to join him, which, when you know Dan Sickles for being incompetent, which he was, it makes a lot of sense why they don't really do why they don't really do this anymore. But yeah. So for those of you who didn't know, you could buy your way into being a lieutenant or a captain or anything like that. If you could, you know, buy it, if you had the money for it, you could pretty much get whatever rank you wanted back in ye olden days. 5 months later, I have hunkered in this building, shitting into a bowl for 5 months. And Hickey's drunk again. Hatham, you fucking moron. I think this is the last Hatham mission, actually, which means, yes, we will get to see Connor in this episode. The Hatham stuff is shorter than I remember. Of course, I'm not doing, like, all of the extra stuff. Of course, I'm not doing, like, the extra stuff, but, I thought that this would be longer. I don't know why. I guess they don't want to, like, you know, here's this cool assassin on the cover. Got you, idiot. You're playing as this other dude. It's like, no. It'd be like if you went to play as Ezio in Assassin's Creed 2 and you had to play as, like, his brother for, a bunch of missions until he grew up. Like, that would be kind of cool. I was about to say, I think I know where he is. The Bulldog. The Bulldog. That's a cool nickname. But so yeah, this is just straight up the last mission with Hatham. Because you kill Braddock, you go to the cave, and then you play as Connor. Fun fact, this is the French and Indian War, by the way. The time period that this takes place in, this is the French and Indian War. which is sort of where Washington earned his, talking about Washington again, kind of where he earned his spurs, if you want to call it that. He fought in the French and Indian Wars. That's where he kind of got a reputation as not being the best commander in the world, but like he was pretty good. He gave a fuck about the people under his command, which is a whole lot more than a lot of generals can say. I don't think he was a general at this point. But, that's him right there. That's good old Georgie Porgy. Remember, he's also 12 stories high and made of radiation. He can simply take human form when needed. Ah, good old British imperialism. Don't you love it? Ignore all of the manifest destiny shit. We don't talk about it. We don't like to talk about that. I do like how they have. I do like how they've designated who Washington is by dressing him in the colors of the enemy. Blue is the French color. That's the color that the French wear. In actual battle, he would get fucking shot because they would think he was like a French officer. Well, I mean, depends on who's doing the shooting. A lot of you'd get chastised depending on who your officer was if you shot an officer. But they are in front of us. So what exactly am I doing? Okay, he is coming this way. And get ganked. Ah, well, I can't get full synchronization on the last Hatham mission, unfortunately, but I don't care. Getting ganked by natives. This is a British man's worst fear. I apologize if I sound congested, by the way. My sinuses are acting up something fierce. Yeah, kill militia that triggering open conflict. So, okay, real quick. Hatham's plan to infiltrate and kill Braddock is to wear a uniform that doesn't cover his face to a man who knows what his face looks like. Ah, Highlanders. Like Scots Highlanders. That's cool. Yeah, you're gonna ride up to a dude who knows what your face looks like. Oh, okay, he just announces himself. He just announces him. Oh, there's the French. Okay, you know what? I may have been wrong. I may have been wrong. The French... I don't think the French switched to blue uniforms until Napoleon? Maybe? I know they were blue by the time that they've... Yeah, they may be white because this is Imperial France. This isn't like Republic. Yeah, this might not be the time period for the white uniforms yet, or the blue uniforms. Because it's Republican France where you I could probably have shot those and killed him. I didn't think about it. Can I like shoot him from here? I can, but it's out of range. Ah, well. Well, I'll just have to fight him. Probably. I have never beaten this without, like, killing him right here. Ah, crap. Georgie Porgy, how could you betray me like this? Oh, Hatham's leg is broken as fuck. Oh, I was about to say, oh, Hatham's leg is broken as fuck. Horse lands fully on your leg in the 1800s. That leg's broken as fuck, and he's probably dead as fuck. I like how Washington punched her in the fucking face. Remember, Washington is like 6'3". 6'3" or 6'2", in a time period where most men were like 6'8" or 6, actually closer to like 6'6". So that dude is 6'6". 5'6" is what I mean. Like, most people are like 5'6" at this point, like men are. So Washington's fucking massive. Oh, I got his ass. Yeah, I didn't even have to fight. You know, fun fact, Washington was fucking massive. He's massive even considering today, but like back in the day. Whew. Big motherfucker. You chased the man through the forest on a horse, and then you stabbed him to death. How could he not take that as personal? Liberals! I'm kidding. I'm not going to make that joke. I'm not. I have higher standards than that. This game and Black Flag have some of the best, like, death cutscenes, in my opinion. Black Flags especially has some really, really good ones. All the death cutscenes are pretty good, though. I forget if I have to control this next part. I do not. It's still a cutscene. Ah! SWAT! I'm kidding. I looked down and I saw a vaguely polygonal shape with 3 arms. And I was like, ah! And then I forgot that a swastika has 4 arms. So we're still fine. The Nazis have not corrupted the first civilization. Which is a fucking insane statement to make. Blue balled yet again. This is some weird ass flirting. I'm not the best at flirting myself, but this is some weird ass flirting. And now they're gonna fuck. I don't know if it's implied that they fucked in the cave. I like to think that they fucked in the cave. It's way funnier to me that way. No full synchronization on the last Hatham mission, unfortunately. But now we get to be Connor. Oh, this, here comes the thing. The thing everyone remembers Hatham for is about to come up. Yeah, that's certainly a way. Hatham certainly has a way with the ladies. And then they boned in the cave. Yeah, this is about to be the part that made my jaw hit the floor. I've mentioned this before. I think I mentioned this in the first episode. This moment made my jaw hit the floor. Oh my god. This is gonna be, this is gonna give me goosebumps, and I've already seen it before. I'm gonna shut up for the rest of this preamble. Oh my god. Oh, you have no you have no idea how that was my exact reaction, what Desmond just said. You have no idea how that, like, you have no idea what not knowing that's coming does to you. I thought Hatham was the main character for the longest time, because I had never seen the trailer for this game. I didn't know it was Connor. Oh. I wish I could experience that for the first time all over again. Most reasonable crash out ever. It's up there. Most valid crash out of the entire series. Oh, right, I have to go run around and find fucking powers. Okay, so we're not gonna get to Connor this episode then. maybe if I do this fast enough. Oh, do I get the choice too? I kind of want to save the Connor stuff for another episode. I'll look around for the like battery things, I guess. I want to save the Connor stuff for its own for the next episode. I want to save the Connor stuff. Excuse me. I just about walked off in the Could you imagine that's how this game fucking ends? Desmond just fucking falls down that like hole and dies. The world's fucking finished. Oh, is this Minerva? I think this is Minerva right here. Juno, right. Forgot that Juno existed. I only remember Minerva just because her fucking name is cooler. Damn. She kinda bad though. She's also fucking crazy. But she kinda bad though. It's like that's like the ultimate age gap fantasy. It's like human and primordial creator being. That's like as far as you can get in an age gap like possible. I've been sitting here for 40 minutes. I've been sitting here for 40 minutes. Like these episodes are roughly like 45 minutes long. I've been sitting here, it doesn't feel like it. I feels like I've been sitting here for like 10 minutes. I could do another one of these I might do another one of these tonight. I don't know. No, probably not. Probably not. If I were doing like 10-minute episodes, I would, but I'm doing big long episodes because those are the kinds of YouTube videos that I really like. Are the big long ones. So yeah, I think I have to yeah. Yeah. I remember. I'm also old. So I played this game when it first came out. And over here and more Juno. We'll see a little bit more of her later. I guess they had Mass Effect pistols. Actually, you know what? She looks a little dead-eyed for me. I will retract my previous statement of she kind of bad though. Her eyes look a little dead, a little crazy. It's kind of like how Lady D's eyes look in Resident Evil 8, where she's like fucking crazy. Okay, so I don't actually think that there's a cube up here. I thought there was, but, you know, we're just not going to worry about it. Okay. I think that I'm going to cut it here. And then she's just standing there now. That's one of the things that I do really regret about not starting with the first 4 games, because a lot of the lore with the precursors is kind of, at least before they change it, is kind of established in the Ezio games, and then, I mean, it is what it is. They just don't run. I may try to get them to work on here. I may see what I can do. But anyway, I have had a wonderful time. We've seen the end of Hatham, unfortunately. Hatham's gone. Hatham fucked, and now we can't play as Hatham anymore because, well, that joke doesn't work because Ezio fucks like a frat boy. I'm gonna make it anyway. We can't play as Hatham anymore because no Assassin's Creed player has ever gotten laid, so we can't relate to him anymore. So, yeah, next episode's gonna be Connor. Gonna be starting with Connor. And if I remember correctly, the early Connor missions are kinda not the best, if I remember correctly. They're not bad, but like they're not the best. It's the later missions with Connor that are really, really good. But anyway, so thank you all for stopping by, whoever ended up staying for the whole thing. I do appreciate it. I will be back in probably a few days. Probably, what day is it today? Probably Thursday, if I had to guess, or I'll at least record it on Thursday. It may go up on Friday, but regardless, thank you for stopping by. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't like it, that's okay. I appreciate your time, and I will see you all next time. Bye!